Hi there, it's David Linco
and Stephen Wormald
from Dublin Finance Group, and today we're continuing our discussions on retirement strategies and focusing on cash flow issues in retirement. Let's kick it off by looking at the cash flows in retirement pre and post-retirement. Steve, any comments on that?
Pre-retirement, generally people are, particularly property investors, are looking at their salaries to supplement their property portfolio, in other words, to make up for the cash shortfalls. We look at that pretty seriously because people can make up the balance of their living expenses and the property expenses with salary, but once that salary stops, how is that then funded? So that becomes a major consideration as you approach retirement.
I know many of our investors have quite high negative gearing,
Yeah.
and that can become a challenge in retirement. Is that one of the reasons you recommend people actually get a plan underway 3 to 5 years before the retirement date?
It's part of the reason. 3 to 5 years is a good time to change if need be, but we also have a look at clients who are coming to us within that time frame and wanting to purchase more properties, because then it becomes a very sensitive decision.
I suppose the issue of 3 to 5 years, making sure that the rent has been boosted and maintenance has been done on the property so we can reduce the overall negative gearing, can be quite beneficial at retirement.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And 3 to 5 is just a guide. We start clients off at 10 years.
Let's talk about liquidity and cash flow. So let's picture that we're in retirement mode. We've got some holding costs. Hopefully it's neutral, but somewhat may still be negative.
Yes.
We've got living on top of that. Majority of our portfolio is made up of illiquid assets, being property. How do we fund the retirement, Steve?
Well, look, there are two traditions. One is I want to hold all of the property all of the time, and the other tradition is a normal financial planner where they'll say, put it into, sell all of your property, pay off all of your debt, put it into super. We tend to come somewhere alongside that scale. So we'll try to retain the properties, but if you have to use your liquid assets, cash at bank, shares, etc., super, and then look at property sales if that's needed.
And to determine if that plan works for you, you've got to ask the question, is it sustainable? Steve, can you explain in closing what that means to create a sustainable income stream in retirement?
Yeah, what we aim for is to work with the clients such that the growth in their asset pool is stable and growing, and their living expenses, all of their cash flow requirements are met out of the pool at the same time. That's the ideal, and we work with the client to try and achieve that.
Good. I hope that's been helpful. Please contact Stephen or myself if we can be of any further assistance. Thank you very much.